Meantime, Justine Damond's family in Australia and Minneapolis have hired a top Twin Cities attorney who also represented the family of Philando Castile. Attorney Bob Bennett says the family hired him because they want justice, including changes in police rules and procedures. Esme Murphy had a chance to speak with Bennett today. Esme?
Well, Frank, I can tell you Attorney Bob Bennett says Justine Damond's loved ones are understandably devastated. He says that the family in Australia, where gun violence and police shootings are rare, are in disbelief about how this could have happened.
This is an unbelievable situation, that a person who called 911 is shot in their pajamas.
Attorney Bob Bennett, who has handled many high-profile police shooting cases, says the shooting of Justine Damond stands apart.
She obviously wasn't armed, was not a threat to anyone, and nor could she have been reasonably perceived to be.
Bennett says Saturday night, Damond was woken by loud sounds in the alley behind her house that sounded like a possible rape. Bennett said Justine Damond called her fiancé Dan, who was out of town, twice about those sounds.
She heard them again and decided to call him again, and he recommended that she call 911.
Damond did call 911, and officers Michael Harity and Mohammed Noor responded. Officer Harity told the BCA as they drove down the alley they were startled by a loud sound, and that almost immediately Officer Noor fired across his chest through the open window which Damond had just approached. The medical examiner ruled the one shot fired by Noor into Justine Damond's abdomen killed her. Fred Bruno, the attorney representing Officer Harity, said, quote, "It's reasonable to assume an officer in that situation would be concerned about a possible ambush." Bob Bennett says the ambush claim is absurd.
I think that's ludicrous. It's disinformation put out by, I don't know who it's put out by, but it doesn't have any basis in fact.
Attorney Bob Bennett says after the criminal investigation is finished, the Damond family may consider a civil lawsuit, but he says there are non-monetary issues this family wants. He says Damond's family wants changes in police protocols about when body cameras are turned on. They want better training for officers, and they also do not believe that Officer Noor should be a police officer any longer.
A lot of public officials are expressing similar concerns about the body cameras and other issues already.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Esme.